Well, I am Dr. H.P.S. Sandhu from Punjab, India, and I'm an IELTS trainer. I am into this profession for the last 15 years, and honestly speaking, I have seen good students, I must say brilliant students, falling down, getting not good or desired scores in writing. In fact, writing is an art, and when you start learning an art, it takes time, efforts. If you ask me to knit something, you give me the needles, I don't think it will be possible for me to go just a step or two ahead. And once I start practicing, I'll definitely master this art. But it doesn't mean that in writing, if you start practicing and you practice, keep writing, and you can master this art, because this needs certain intricacies which you have to follow, which you have to adapt when you start learning how to write. I'm not talking about the professional writers, because they know how to handle the subject and what to put in their essay, what not to, and what to avoid, basically. First of all, I would like to say that I would be bilingual in this video, because I want that everybody should follow it. I mean, there are people of different caliber, average, high, low, and I just want to strike the nail at the right place, and I want that everybody should follow it. फायदा कुछ नहीं होता जे सही जगह ते टकाने ते बॉल ना लगे, लाइक लोकी हरियां पीड़ियां दियां कोशिशां करते रहिंदे ने, बट जे तीर निशाने ते ना लगे तो फिर गल बनदी नहीं. सो आई वांट कि तीर बिल्कुल निशाने ते लगे, एंड माय स्टूडेंट्स they can learn something from this video. I would be delighted if even 2 or 3 students can get the desired band after listening to this video and following the footsteps I am going to tell. मैं अपना सुभाग समझूंगा. I think that it will be a great contribution. Now, honestly speaking, and talking about writing, first step जो ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ, ਜਿਹਦੇ ਕਰਕੇ 80% ਸਟੂਡੈਂਟ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਮਾਰ ਖਾ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੈ, that is topic specific, being topic specific. I have seen 75% students, they don't read the statement. स्टेटमेंट पढ़े बगैर कुछ नहीं ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਗੈਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਲਿਖ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਕਦੇ. Not only once, you have to go through the statement twice, thrice, 5 times, 10 times, unless you grasp it completely, unless it goes into your mind and you find what to write, what not to write. ऐसे बेसिकली एक सारी स्टेटमेंट्स नहीं है, ऐसे किसी वर्ड च है, किसी एक सेंटेंस ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੈ, ਲੌਂਗਰ ਸਟੇਟਮੈਂਟਸ ਨੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਸੈਂਟੈਂਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੈ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਲੱਭਣਾ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਹੈ. ਐਂਡ ਵਾਂਸ ਯੂ ਫਾਈਂਡ ਇਟ ਆਊਟ, then you can weave a web around it very easily, or you have to plan. And if you don't know what to plan, obviously you just can't plan. So planning needs, once you find out what to write and what not to write, पहली चीज़ तो हुई है, अगर तुसी इस चीज़ को नहीं फड़ते कि तुसी टॉपिक स्पेसिफिक नहीं हो, और अगर तुसी टॉपिक स्पेसिफिक नहीं हो तो यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू गेट द डिजायर्ड बैंड, और यू फेल इन योर टास्क मिजरेबली. और ये चीज़ जी है, बिकॉज देयर इज़ नथिंग लाइक getting compartment in IELTS. ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਚੋਂ ਗਏ ਤੇ you have to, I mean, you have to give all the papers, all the four, you have to go through all the four modules again, which means spending a lot of money. Not to talk of money, even time, which matters a lot. So दूसरी चीज़ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਸਟੇਟਮੈਂਟ ਪੜ੍ਹ ਕੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ when you find out, I have seen students just reading the topics in tense and then writing straight away without even thinking, planning, and without even making a rough sketch in their mind what to write and what not to write, and they simply start off, they just buzz off and they start writing, ultimately getting low scores, and after 13 days they say we did very well, we don't know what happened. जो होया वो सारे नूं पता है, तुहानूं भी पता है. Now even the students from convent schools, they fail in this task, they get less scores because there are certain norms which we have to follow. There is a parameter, you have to stay within that parameter. If you go out of it, obviously you fall into the ditch, you don't cross the hurdles. So पहली चीज़ तो है कि being topic specific is very important, it's very significant, and जिन्ना चेर तुसी topic, the examiner, he looks, his criteria is he will just read your introduction first and then go to the conclusion and come to the body later. And from the opening itself, he can make out, they are very expert, they can make out you are going to write what. Because in your introduction, you just point out about the topic, what the topic is, and then you support it with the supporting sentence, like question prompt, which is your first topic point, and then you support it with your supporting point, what the topic is, and what the supports is, how you are going to explain it, and what is your, basically, I won't say opinion, because there are 5-6 type of essay, and every essay has a different approach. अब ਵੱਖਰੇ ਵੱਖਰੇ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਲਿਖਦੇ ਆ, ਵੱਖਰੇ ਵੱਖਰੇ ਢੰਗ ਨੇ essay ਨੂੰ ਲਿਖਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ. ਲੇਕਿਨ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਮੈਂ ਕਹਿਣੀ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਉਹ ਇਹ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ essay ਨੂੰ ਪਿਕਅਪ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ, essay ਨੂੰ ਲਿਖਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦੇਖਣਾ ਪੈਂਦਾ essay ਕਿਸ ਟਾਈਪ ਦਾ ਹੈ. And we have to tell the examiner in the opening itself which way I am going to take you. So I must say that what we consider, we are writing for our audience. What type of audience we have, we are writing for those. Essay is a general statement and it is generalized. Now, talking about, if I say that we are writing for the examiner, and considering that an examiner is just a fool, he doesn't know much about this topic, and I am going to tell what to do and what not to do, which way to take it. That is called which way to take him. And sometimes we feel that putting in flamboyant and high sounding words, very big words, big sounding words, they can have a good effect on the examiner. Please, you are sadly mistaken. It's not like that. Suppose ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਲਈ ਲਿਖ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ, ਮੇਰੇ ਲਈ ਕੋਈ ਲਫ਼ਜ਼ ਇੱਕ ਐਸਾ ਪਾਇਆ ਹੈ ਜਿਹਦਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਮੀਨਿੰਗ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਤਾ. Examiner is not a god, he's also a human being, and he's not aware of all the words in the English language, because you people know that English is not an independent language. It's a blend of languages. It consists Spanish, French, and Greek. Besides that, it has Sanskrit in it also. So when I'm conveying something to somebody, I should think that whether he can follow it or not. ਉਹਦੇ ਦਿਮਾਗ 'ਚ ਗੱਲ ਪਏਗੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਏਗੀ ਇਸ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਚੱਲਣਾ ਪਏਗਾ. So this is one thing which I must consider before I write. The second is, we have been talking about, coherence and cohesion. Now, of course, coherence should be there. As if there is no logic, what I am saying, I have to prove it logically. What is the logic behind? Why I am giving this contention? And if I am saying something, why? So if you follow these 5 questions, what, when, where, why, and how, when you are writing or when even you are giving your speaking test, if you keep all these 5 questions in your mind, you can easily sail through. No matter what, you can get good marks. You have to follow these 5 questions in your reading as well. Well, since we are talking about writing, so many videos have been made, so many people have tried, and I appreciate their efforts. बहुत ਮੈਨੂੰ अच्छा लगता है ਜਦੋਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸੁਣੀਦਾ ਵੀ ਹੈ ਔਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਕਵਰੇਜ ਵੀ ਅੱਛੀ ਹੈ, particularly ਮਿਸ ਪਾਕਿਸਤਾਨ ਤੋਂ ਮਿਸਟਰ ਅਸਦ ਯਾਕੂਬ and British Council ਦੀਆਂ videos, but they talk about certain things, but have we ever talked about using the language? This is very important. When you are writing an essay, what language you use? Of course, we say there are 2 types of languages: formal, informal. First of all, in a distinction ki hai, in a nutshell, I would like to tell, because I'm not going to take much of your time and I'm not going to bore you with all this unnecessary hमें bore करने का फायदा नहीं ਹੁੰਦਾ. To the point ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਆਉਂਦਿਆਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਬੈਟਰ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਹੈ. ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਫਾਰਮਲ ਲੈਂਗੁਏਜ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਹੈ when you are submissive, humble. ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਪੁਆਇੰਟ ਕਨਵੇ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੋਈ ਚੀਜ਼ ਦੱਸ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ, you are very business like, your language is very business like, and submissive, you are very polite, and I mean you are very straightforward in this way. ਜੋ ਕੁਛ ਹੈ ਉਹਨੂੰ immediately ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਮਝਾ ਦੇਣਾ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦੱਸ ਦੇਣਾ, straight point ਕਿਹੜੇ, and being formal, like giving respect. Informal, we are informal with our friends, peers, we are with relatives, of course with your boyfriend, girlfriend, you are very informal. And informal language is when you use slangs, I'm gonna go there, I wanna do it, what's up, and all that, and when you use short sentences and imperative sentences, moreover, it shows a kind of informal language shows a kind of solidarity between two. And when we talk about the formal language, essay consists of formal language. We use formal language in essay. I think, so far my perception goes, इस जगह ते जाके आप मार खा जाने हैं, क्योंकि when we are in a flow, when we are writing, even we people do it, we don't think that whether what kind of language, and of course it is not possible. When you are writing, you have less time, you are bound, you are having time foundation, you are bound by time, and you have to move accordingly. You have 40 minutes to write this task, and you have to finish it off within 40 minutes, and in 1 hour you have to do 2 tasks. So ultimately time ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਬਾਉਂਡੇਸ਼ਨ ਐਂਡ ਟਾਈਮ ਲਿਮਿਟ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਪਰੇਸ਼ਾਨ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੈ. ਸੋ ਫਾਰਮਲ ਤੇ ਇਨਫਾਰਮਲ ਲੈਂਗੁਏਜ ਦੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਸੀਗੇ. ਤਾਂ ਫਾਰਮਲ ਲੈਂਗੁਏਜ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਕ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਇੰਪੈਰੇਟਿਵ ਸੈਂਟੈਂਸਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕਰਦੇ, ਲਾਈਕ when where we put sign of exclamation, alas, hurrah, etc. And passive voice use करते हैं. We go in for passive voice and indirect narration when we write. This is voice and narration which we follow. Like, formal languages ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ 'ਚ ਕਿਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ slangs ਨਹੀਂ use ਕੀਤੀਆਂ ਜਾਂਦੀਆਂ, contractions ਨਹੀਂ use ਹੁੰਦੇ. We expand the words, and ਹੁਣ ਮਸਲਾ ਇਹ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ formal ਤੇ informal words ਹੈ ਕਿਹੜੇ. Naturally ਦਿਮਾਗ 'ਚ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਗੱਲ ਤੇ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਲੇਕਿਨ ਉਹ words ਹੈ ਕਿਹੜੇ, what are those words. Now, like informal, I will talk about formal, informal and formal. Now, informal, if I say help, please help me. Now, or I need your help. But formal word is assistance. I need your assistance. This is a formal word. Buy, it is informal. Purchase is a formal word. Need, informal. Require, formal. Get, obtain. Also, moreover, try using these words, like whole, WHOLE. In spite of saying whole, we should say entire, because whole word ek aisa hai jada I must say when you use it, so it can be taken into another senses also. And enough, we can say sufficient. Like totally. आमतौर पे word totally, actually, a word आम students use करते हैं. 90% students they use these, but totally is completely. Really? Now it shows you're really surprised. It should be definitely. Attain, obtain. It looks, more polite. And like we say, kids, offsprings. There are three types of formal languages: very formal, neutral, and very informal. Like, very formal, offspring. Neutral is children. Informal is kids. Very formal, abode, which we call residence also. House, flat. And informal is place. Right? Similarly, there are many other words. Like, we should not use imposing words, authoritative words. You should do it. You must do it. This should be avoided. In spite of these, you can say, can you do it? You can use soft words, or they're going to, because when you're attempting IELTS, IELTS is not you are impressing someone, you are expressing yourself. So keep it in your mind that you're expressing yourself, and you can get good scores. Now, like sometimes we make sentences and we say, we use informal words like, it costs me 10 quid. It costs me 10 pound. I'll help you to peel the spuds. I'll help you to peel the potatoes. My bike's been stolen. My bicycle been stolen, or my motorbike been stolen. not bike. I always go by tube. Now it's using railway, underground railways. I go by metro, I go by underground railways, underground rail line. This is how you write, you know. And like we say, come and meet my mom and dad. It's not, you know, mom and dad. Mom and dad is too informal. So it's come and meet my father and mother. It's more polite. So when you are writing, you should use polite words and formal words. Definitely you will be getting good scores in your IELTS. So I have seen students, you know, who've been using formal language and staying with the topic, not going off track, with coherence and cohesive, essays well cohered, and they are using cohesive devices properly at the right place. They're definitely getting good scores, and using very simple language, of course, helps them out to express themselves. पंजाबी च कहना होवे तो बहुत कुछ कह दिंने आपां जिहड़ी फुर्र करके उड़ गई, लेकिन इट इज़ नॉट पॉसिबल कि आपां इस एक्सप्रैशन ਨੂੰ इंग्लिश ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਹਿ ਸਕੀਏ. और if you want to convey such like things, you know, you have to use very simple language, and which definitely will get you the good score. So with this I finish this video, and of course I'll be giving you more on writing. I'll be making more videos on writing so that you people can I mean, it will be like going one by one. First, you know, I have told you about the language you should use, then how we can cohere, and how we can give logical approaches to our essays, how we can introduce, what is the good introduction. So like that, you know, we will be making more videos for you so that you people can be benefited, of course, from our experience, and whatever we can, I mean, do for you people. We will be delighted. We are delighted to do that. And of course, I give online coaching. For online coaching, I'll be giving you my WhatsApp number and my mail ID as well, which you can use. And of course, online coaching, you have to pay for that. And that's what I would like to say. With that, I wish you all of you who are going to appear in the exam, I wish you the best of luck. Do well.